Hello folks, this is Mr. Dan coming to you from the Landscape Design Classroom, and today I'm going to talk to you about finding and managing U.S. ecosystems. So the main idea here, where are the main ecosystems in the United States? Why are they there? And how can they be sustained to benefit humans? So ecosystem is a network of living and non-living plants, has parts that affect each other, often defined in terms of plants growing. So let's look at some different examples of ecosystems. We have aquatic ecosystems. These are rivers, lakes, oceans found in all U.S. states near water resources. Coniferous forest ecosystems. These are evergreen forests found in the Northeast and other northern U.S. states, Alaska and in high elevations. So we actually have some here in Pennsylvania. Desert ecosystems, mainly found in the southwestern states like Arizona. Grassland ecosystems found in the Midwest and western states such as Kansas and heading west. Hardwood forest ecosystems found in east central and Midwest states. You can definitely find some here in Pennsylvania too. Mixed conifer hardwood forest found in the northeastern, north central, southeastern, and western states. Swamp forest ecosystems, think of like the Ozarks. These are found in states along the Mississippi and southeastern coastal rivers. And tropical rainforest ecosystems, these are found in Hawaii. So some other ones, tundra ecosystem is found in Alaska and at high elevations in western mountains. Wetland ecosystem found in all states near water sources. So every state has wetland ecosystems. They might look different though, depending on what state you're in. So some environmental factors, classifying ecosystems. Based on the kinds of plants growing there, you have an indicator species delineation, the boundary between ecosystems, and this may not always be clear. Some ecosystems may combine into each other while leading from one to the next. So defining two terms, biotic, that we just talked about, all the living organisms in an ecosystem. Some examples of this would be plants, animals, and microorganisms. And abiotic, the non-living parts of the environment in the ecosystem. So this would be space, soil, water, sunlight, and climate. Abiotic factors limit the biotic community. So you have hardwood trees can survive warm, moist, sunny summers and cold, frozen winters. Grass cannot survive in forests where there's too much shade from the trees. If you have a lot of trees in your canopy, you won't have any grass down below. Deserts favor plants and animals which can tolerate low rainfall, hot temperatures, and rapid evaporation. That'd be cacti and burrowing animals. So the human impact, changes in the human impact in ecosystems, hunting and gathering to growing crops and raising livestock to the Industrial Revolution using machinery. So low population at the beginning, high population having a bigger impact at the end. So environmental problems resulting from human pressure, air pollution from fossil fuels, flooding, loss of water quality from converting wetlands for crop production, water pollution from increased use of runoff, waste disposal affecting soil, waterways, and groundwater. So understanding sustainability, sustainable management practices, and human activity that will maintain the Earth's capacity to support future generations. So balancing present and future needs, to deciding which resources to maintain, and finally, understanding the impact of that human activity. So some sustainable agricultural practices, this is maintaining soil and water for future generations. Some examples of this would be crop rotation, which when you rotate crops, that actually helps keep nutrients in the soil over time, so you're not overusing and using again. So you have conservation tillage, limited pesticide use, using non-fossil fuels like wind and solar power. Moving along with that, sustainable human activities, maintaining the world's environments so they can support human life for future generations. And some examples of this be controlling population growth, conserving fossil fuel energy on alternative energy resources, protecting soil and water, and reducing waste and resource consumption. So understanding multiple use, understanding or using a resource in different ways at the same time. Some examples of this would be managing a forest for timber, wildlife, and recreation, using a wetland to process sewage and provide wildlife habitat. It increases value without depleting the resource. So the bottom line here, the United States contains a variety of ecosystems. Each ecosystem has characteristics living and non-living components, and understanding these ecosystems is key to making sustainable management decisions. Now, I know we went over a lot here today, but if you have any questions, give me a call down here in the landscape design classroom. I will talk to you then. But I appreciate your time today, folks, and have a great day.